The true is the whole. The owl of Minerva spreads its wings only with the falling of the dusk. Freedom is the recognition of necessity. The only thing we learn from history is that we learn nothing from history. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. The history of the world is none other than the progress of the consciousness of freedom. To be independent of public opinion is the first formal condition of achieving anything great. Life has a value only when it has something valuable as its object. Nothing great in the world has ever been accomplished without passion. Education is the art of making man ethical. Man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom. For it is only when he is alone that he is really free. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. Compassion is the basis of morality. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. Hope is the confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability. The wise have always said the same things, and fools, who are the majority, have always done just the opposite. Talent hits a target no one else can hit, genius hits a target no one else can see. Every possession and every happiness is but lent by chance for an uncertain time, and may therefore be demanded back the next hour. The first 40 years of life give us the text, the next 30 supply the commentary on it. Language is the house of being. In its home, man dwells. Those who think and those who create with words are the guardians of this home. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. The most thought-provoking thing in our thought-provoking time is that we are still not thinking. We are ourselves the entities to be analyzed. Thinking begins only when we have come to know that reason, glorified for centuries, is the stiff-necked adversary of thought. The possible ranks higher than the actual. Man acts as though he were the shaper and master of language, while in fact language remains the master of man. Science does not think. The only thing we encounter in the world is the world itself. The world is worlding. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways, the point is to change it. The theory of the communists may be summed up in the single sentence: abolition of private property. Religion is the opium of the masses. Capital is dead labor, which, vampire-like, lives only by sucking living labor, and lives the more labor it sucks. Men make their own history. But they do not make it as they please. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. The ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. History repeats itself, first as tragedy, second as farce. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. Wrong life cannot be lived rightly. Art is magic delivered from the lie of being truth. The good which could be given through a really good life, the happiness of love, was made into a liar. And the confusion of hell began. The splinter in your eye is the best magnifying glass. To wish to dominate nature is to wish to dominate man. The detached observer of the world, without the reflexes of self-assertion, learns to hear the pulse of life more strongly. The stronger the support that virtue finds in music, the more incorruptible the music. There is no right life in the wrong one. All art is an uncommitted crime. The highest form of morality is not to feel at home in one's own home.